This is why you need a good engineer in your life. When things go sideways, sometimes literally, engineers are the ones who step in, roll up their sleeves, and figure out how to save the day. And nowhere is that more true than in the story of the Leaning Tower of Pisa, a tale that's equal parts disaster, genius, and a dash of Italian flair. The Leaning Tower of Pisa was in serious trouble. For centuries it had been the world's most famous architectural oops, a beautiful bell tower that just couldn't stand up straight. But by the late 20th century, the situation had gone from quirky to downright dangerous. The tower wasn't just leaning, it was threatening to topple over entirely, putting centuries of history, art, and pride at risk. Let's see how a team of brainiacs saved this world wonder. It took more than just clever calculations. It took creativity, teamwork, and a willingness to try the unexpected. The story of how they did it is a masterclass in problem solving. And it all started with a simple question. How do you fix a tower that's been leaning for over 800 years? When the Leaning Tower of Pisa started tipping in the 1100s, everyone thought, hey, it adds character. Back then, the tower's tilt was more of a curiosity than a crisis. Medieval visitors would marvel at the odd angle, and locals even took pride in their famously off-kilter landmark. The lean became part of Pisa's identity, a symbol of resilience and charm. Fast forward to the 1990s, and the quirky lean was looking a lot more like about to collapse. The tower's tilt had grown year after year, and what was once a gentle slant had become a precarious angle that made engineers and tourists alike break out in a cold sweat. The city of Pisa faced a terrifying possibility. Their beloved tower could come crashing down at any moment. The tilt had reached 5.5 degrees, just a sneeze away from disaster. To put that in perspective, that's about 4.5 meters, or nearly 15 feet, off vertical at the top. Imagine standing at the base and looking up, knowing that the entire structure was slowly, inexorably inching closer to collapse. It was a race against time, and the world was watching. So what did the engineers do? They didn't panic. Instead, they assembled an international team of experts, geotechnical engineers, architects, historians, and even soil scientists. Their mission? Save the tower without destroying its unique character. It was a challenge that required not just technical know-how, but also a deep respect for history and culture. First, they tried stacking 600 tons of lead on the north side. Yep, they literally put the tower on a diet of heavy metal. The idea was to counterbalance the lean by weighing down the higher side, hoping gravity would help nudge the tower back toward vertical. It was a bold move, and for a while it seemed to help. But the sight of massive lead weights cluttering the piazza wasn't exactly what the city fathers had in mind